Do you know how it always floods in the South? Did you know that you can thank slavery for that? So I just leafed through this book, Scars on the Land, An Environmental History of Slavery in the American South by David Silkenat. And it helps to explain how the same disgusting and harmful rhetoric of slavery was applied to the land here. In fact, slavery is responsible for many of the attitudes we hold about the land today and the practices that we subject land to. For example, enslavers saw people as objects, right? They also saw the land that they forced those people to work on as disposable. They practiced monoculture, which is when you plant only one type of crop for miles and miles. This wrecks the soil and exposes native plants to root rot and fungus. They also deforested vast tracts of land, which eroded landscapes and made coastal regions vulnerable to flooding. It's part of why we still struggle with flooding today. You can thank slavery. The best part of this book, though, is really how it offers us an alternate ecological history, right? A Black ecological history. This book tells us how enslavers abused the land, and it also tells us how the enslaved people interacted with the land, both when they were forced, but also in their own time. Their attitudes were much more aligned with native attitudes, and that can be seen in how the enslaved learned about creatures and plants and learned to heal with them. Enslaved people also hunted through this land that white people considered inhospitable, and in doing so, they memorized its features. This allowed them to create maps, both for escape and to help the US military put down the uprising that we like to refer to as the Civil War. Most military scouts that the military relied on at the time were formerly enslaved Black people.